Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. Let's get started, and we kick things off tonight with weather. The last few days have been nothing short of a mixed bag of kind of everything. Let's get right to Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo to find out what's in store for the rest of the week. Jeremy?
Well, Mark, does it look like I've been pulling out my hair yet? I can't get these things to settle down.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, it's that week, and here we start it with temperatures diving. We're back down below freezing. Why is that important? It is very important because it sets the stage for what's to come. Once our temperatures fall tonight, we will fall down into the 20s. It cools us enough at the ground and up in the atmosphere overhead that what's to come is going to be snow. You're already seeing another round of snow down across southeast Washington. You've been kind of in it for a good chunk of the day. Here's how it goes. Overnight, that winds down and moves out. We wake up to clear skies and sunshine tomorrow, but it's cold. Temperatures in the mid-20s to start the day. We'll see clouds build by tomorrow night. Snow then works its way back in because of all this cold. Snow overnight Tuesday into Wednesday morning. By the time you head out the door Wednesday morning, it is rain and a lot of it. Over the next few days, temperatures start out cold tomorrow, mid-30s by tomorrow afternoon, 40s by Wednesday afternoon, and then it's rainy, warm, and windy from there.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. We'll check back in with you later in the broadcast. A quick check now with Snoqualmie Pass. The eastbound lanes just reopened after closing at around 7 o'clock tonight. Westbound lanes are still closed at this hour. Officials say compact snow and ice have resulted in multiple crashes. It is not known when the westbound lanes will reopen. And if you don't have it yet, we want to remind you to download the KREM 2 app. You can sign up to get severe weather alerts or check the forecast in your neighborhood. The KREM 2 app is free to download in your phone's app store.
There's a lot of unknowns on both sides of the equation.
That is former health officer Dr. Bob Lutz. He spoke one-on-one with KREM 2 ahead of a meeting that wrapped up within the last few hours. That meeting was to help people understand the potential health effects of PFAS contamination. KREM 2's Cody Proctor was at that meeting tonight. She brings us more.
Well, talking to your doctor can be scary, especially in an evolving health situation like what we're seeing in the West Plains area. On Monday night, a few dozen people filled the hub in Airway Heights just to try and get a better understanding of what to do. Now, the night's meeting, hosted by the West Plains Water Coalition, featured guest speakers Gail O'Neill, a nurse with more than 4 decades of experience, and Dr. Bob Lutz. Now, you may remember Dr. Lutz as the former Spokane Regional Health Officer. Some of their recommendations including getting a blood test done if you've been exposed to PFAS to try and figure out a baseline. KREM 2 spoke to Coalition board member Nick Scharf, who found out just before the meeting his most recent blood test results showed concerning levels of PFAS.
I got to have a positive outlook on it until I know more about it. It's been an emotional roller coaster, to say the least, to get the testing done, well testing done, and so on, since I found out that our water was contaminated.
I think it's a growing concern, and I think we're still learning a lot. I think we have a growing body of evidence to support the idea that there are associations between PFAS exposure and a number of health-related issues.
Other advice given at the meeting included writing questions down ahead of your doctor appointment, be honest with concerns, and be assertive, as well as bring in a family member as an advocate. Now, another piece of advice from Dr. Lutz during that meeting is to also limit your exposure. In Airway Heights, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
Well, it is something you probably did last holiday season, bought a gift card for a loved one, and typically you don't pay taxes on that purchase, but as one viewer found out, that isn't always the case.
But they said it was a gift card, so that's what I assumed it was. When I got along to buy it, I noticed the sales tax on it.
So join us tomorrow for KREM 2 News at 6 as I verify whether gift cards are taxed at the time of purchase or when they are used. All right, let's pivot to sports. Gonzaga men's basketball back in the AP Top 25. Sports Director Travis Green joining us now as we have a trio of teams ranked nationally now. Travis?
Yeah, good time to be a fan right now, Mark. Monday means the latest release of the AP rankings, and the Gonzaga Bulldogs have clawed their way back into the country's top 25. The Zags coming in at number 23 in the country after winning 6 games in a row. The Bulldogs are now back in the top 25 after about a 2-month hiatus. This is a huge week for Gonzaga coming up on the road at San Francisco and then St. Mary's. the other two top teams in the West Coast Conference. Despite the top 25 ranking, bracketologists still have GU on the bubble. Gonzaga women are staying pat at number 16 this week. The Zags picked up a pair of wins last week and now have won 22 games in a row. The Bulldogs' regular season finale is on Wednesday in the Kennel, Senior Day, with an 8 p.m. tip-off against Portland, hoping that won't be the team's last game in the Kennel, as the Zags have a shot at hosting the NCAA tournament with a top 16 seed.